morning, good morning. Wait a minute. Oh. I need to get you a new house again. I've stood on it. I stood on your house and broke the bottom. So the thumbnail will show you I've been sitting with hot gluing a leg on, so we're okay at the moment. Many houses is that. That's about 8 or 9. If you don't know what my house is, it's a selfie stick. A tripod one. I just keep breaking them. This one's lasted a wee while though, I mean, I must give it that. Right, where am I? Wait to get the hold on. Oh, I forgot I was uploading that. I've just uploaded, well, it's scheduled for 13th, a knitting video. I know these are lopsided at the moment, but I'm frightened to move these because, as I say, I've hot glued a leg on. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, I'm dicing it here. Princess Beach, good morning, good afternoon. It is now, it's afternoon now. Stood on it. Stood on the house. Lizzie ASMR, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Pip, my lovely Pip, good afternoon. Aye, so I stood on it, so it's broke. Golfer girl, my golfer girl, good afternoon. Another house bites the dust. Let's have a feel at it. It's here, it might be alright. Although these are lopsided. Yeah, that's not too bad now. I'll leave it alone. Hannah, my pool. It's the best £30 I've ever spent. Unfortunately, the weather is pants at the moment. Sarah Louise, good afternoon to all of you, all the beautiful little berries. The pool is the best £30 I've ever spent. Do you know what? I'm going to need to get bath bombs though. I'm going to need to get bath bombs for it. See, the light's not really that good. I've got the light here actually. Let me just show you the light. It's not that great, the light. It's not what I expected. It was for that Temu site. So there's the light. Let's put it on. Right, it won't even go on. Hold on, tighten it a bit. Has it had it already? It's had it already. Sarah Lee, oh, I loved it. I had a great time. And I got a delivery as well, and I had to say to the Amazon person, would you just leave it there? I'm in my pool. Splash, splash, splash. So it's still out there, the pool. I can't wait to get back into it. I cannot wait. And there you go. You don't even need a chair. You don't even need a chair in it. I'm just floating about all beautiful and light as a feather. I think this has had it. Oh, wait a minute, is this not right? I think the light is already done. But I mean, it's not that great, isn't it? No, it doesn't light up the pool the way I wanted it illuminated. Anyway, I've got a lot of people that have jumped on the bandwagon, and I've got a lot of people that are going out to buy these pools. But Ralph had contacted me. He didn't know where to get it. He says he'd been looking. It's called an adult bath, is what it's called. I just transformed it into a pool. So I think he's getting one as well. And Vera's getting one. We're all going to get ASMR Tingle Pies getting on. So it's going to be pool parties. If you've got an extra 30 quid, guys, get a pool and we'll have a pool party together. Lots of flavourings and bubbles. Listen, I think this has definitely had it. No, the best, isn't it? No, really. Is it this doofler? Look, I've already got this broke. Golfer girl. Yes, we all need to get one. We all need to get a pool and have a pool party. Just shows you, though, you don't need to be a millionaire to get a pool. That's my pool. But do you know what has happened this morning? I was out there tutting. The international language. Hey, you stop doing that. Tutting. They were cutting the grass that's on the opposite side, that's outside my gate, right? That's the council's area. But they always do it and they put grass everywhere. So I've got grass in my pool. Grass, so I need to clean it out whenever I'm going in it. But this is annoying me, this bloody thing. Surely to God it's not run out of batteries already. I'll need to get some other kind of illumination device because this is rubbish. Is it wet inside? No, it's not even wet inside. Look, it's just baby batteries. And then you screw it on and it's meant to illuminate. I've got the wee fella this afternoon, guys, so I won't be on too long, but I wanted to come in and see your wee faces. Aye, it's had it. The light has had its day. Wonky donkey. Well, this is it. It's big enough to put your dog in. If I can, listen, see if I can fit in one of them. You're all right. Do you know Poppy hates water as well? See if I scoosh Poppy, she runs for her life as if I've hit her or something like that, you know, scoosh, scoosh. Mr. Mikey doesn't bother, but Poppy, see, even if you put Poppy over our water dish, she'll do that. Raffy girl! Any news, Raffy girl? Raffy girl, did you hear me splish splashing on Saturday? Listen, that was great fun. I can't even... Oh, this is done. This is going to annoy me. That's no good. I need a different illumination device. It looked promising on the bloody thing, but here. The batteries haven't bent already. I mean, I know, look, I had my vape under the water and everything. I was going for it. I had my legs out. I was floating. Do you know what? It felt great, though. Honestly, it was so great. Tomorrow you get... Oh, tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, Raffy will not be here because she's going to be busy. Aye. So anyway, that's it. The light's rubbish. The light's rubbish. I've broke your house as well. What else is going to happen? I'm doing knitting, right? I hope Sophie's not here. Because for the girls' Christmas, I'm knitting them a blanket. Right, isn't that cute? See, I'm all for homemade gifts and stuff like that. And so I'm knitting them a blanket each. So Sophie picked her colour. She wants black and white, right? So this is her, the start of her blanket. Sophie's. The pools, they're called adult baths. You can get all different kinds. Yes, Pip, made me love, and you know, it's going to take me a while to do it, and they're dead soft. Wait till I show you my table runner. Hold on a minute till I fix these like this. Look, I made this table runner. Look. Do you like my table runner? I made it. Look, the wee pom-poms at the side. Look at this. That's my wee table runner and my blankets over there that I made. Look. See, since I became a granny, I'm doing granny stuff. Well, I don't know if many grannies that go in pools flavoured it or not and put vapes under the water and stuff like that, but here, I'm a special kind of granny. I'll not be doing that kind of stuff when I've got my grandson, I can assure you. It'll be my best behaviour. Yeah, so Amanda's wanting pink and cream, and Sophie wanted black and white. So it'll be, I mean, it looks small there, but it's actually quite big. So they're cosy, and it will be a special Christmas gift, because it'll take me like a week to make each of them. In fact, I've already done, that's 2 balls of wool. You don't get as much, I got wool for Amazon, you see, and you don't get as much wool as what you do in Hobbycraft. So that's already like 2 balls of wool there. And I've only got 6, so I'll probably need to buy more for her, but it'll be nice, and it will be a gift that their mummy made them. And I love homemade gifts. Homemade gifts are the best. And don't forget, me and Xander, we're going down to, I'll take yous with me. I need to get yous a new house, so I can't be taking yous in that house. That house is effed. Imagine me standing on it. I just heard crack and looked down in there. It was, do you know what happened? There was a towel over the top of it. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, do you know what? I'm missing my astrology class. I really am missing it. And in fact, I wrote that. I'm on their Facebook page, and I wrote, is anybody else missing their Friday night club? I'm missing it. I'm missing it all. I find it fascinating, even though a lot of it doesn't sink in. A lot of it has. I mean, I never knew about gravitational waves. Now I do. Now I could have a conversation. Oh, the gravitational wave. Now I could have a conversation about gravitational waves. Before I didn't know what the hell they were. And I can tell you what happens to a sun. Sometimes suns supernova, and sometimes they turn into white dwarfs. Rain, hello, my beautiful Rain. Thank you so much. Doggies, just want to see the doggies. Wait, I'll show you its cuteness. There's the dogs. Isn't they cute? They love each other. Isn't they cute, my babas? They love each other, so they do. They like to squash. 7 a.m. It's 10 past 12 in the afternoon. I'm getting my wee fella today. Listen, what a laugh. We've had to get a urine sample because they think he might have had a urine sample, right? So, which means he's got to run about without a nappy on, right? And then they've got to catch it. So, eventually, his daddy caught some urine this morning. So, I'll be getting him and they'll be canting in his urine sample and then bringing him up here for fun and games. I'll be moving all that on my table and putting toys there instead. And then we get, yes, that's my same doggies. That's Mr. Mikey and Poppy. That's Mr. Mikey and Poppy, so it is. That's my angel cakes. Although Poppy's been shedding terrible. There's Jack Russell glitter everywhere. In fact, I was looking at Sophie's blanket and there's Jack Russell glitter in it. But I don't think she'll mind that, but it's still... I swear it floats about in the air. Her hair just floats. Pip has been hilarious trying to get a urine sample off him. And he doesn't know what the hell's he's starting to pee and his daddy's rushing there trying to catch it. I mean, it's hilarious. But I think maybe that's what's been going on with him. I think maybe he's had like a urine infection or something like that. Because his pees smelt quite strong. You know what I mean? Hannah, he's still no 100% to tell you the truth. His temperature is climbing and stuff like that. And he's got a wee rash now. But it's a heat rash. I can tell him a million miles away. It's a wee heat rash that he's got all over him because his temperature was burning, guys. He was absolutely burning. So he's got these wee like prickly heat on him. He's not bothered with it at all. I've got cameline lotion actually. I might give it down to Amanda. I'll give it down to Amanda so she can put it on him if she thinks it's annoying him. But it's no chicken pox or measles or anything like that. I know what they are a mile away. And it's no like the meningitis or anything like that. And they did say he'd probably end up taking a rash, and he has. So it's a bloody worry, isn't it? And see after your kids are grown up, I think to myself, oh, now I can breathe a sigh of relief. Now my job is done, right? And then you have a grandkid and it starts again. And you're like, oh my God, no, I'm worried sick. I can't sleep at night. Oh my God. It's never ending. It's never. You think that's it, your job's over, and it's no. It's surprise, it's starting again. No, that I'm bothered. I mean, I love him more than anything. He's my absolute world. That wee guy. He's my absolute world. He makes me smile just looking at pictures. He makes me smile. Even see when he's crying, it makes me smile because he's hilarious. Oh, Hannah, I know it is frightening how fast they go. Aesmar Tinglepink, my fellow pool buddy. Me, Aesmar Tinglepink, we're all going to have a pool party. Aesmar Tinglepink, there's more than us that have got the adult baths now. Vera's going to get one. Think Golfer Girl's going to get one. We're all going to get them. We're going to have a mad pool party. You know how I jam with my pool party. My pool party is excellent. Oh, see, I'm weary with vets, Rain. I'm weary with vets. For a couple of my dogs. One of my dogs was a Dalmatian, right? His name was Harvey. And I called him Harvey because there's a James Stewart old movie called Harvey, and it's about a big white rabbit, right? And see when Dalmatians, when you first get them, their spots are still growing on them. In fact, he never stopped growing spots to the day he died. New spots would appear on my Dalmatian all the time. And he looked like a big white rabbit, so we called him Harvey. And he started to get a bit of a skin complaint. And we took him to the vet, and the vet put him on steroids and all this kind of stuff, right? Stuart, good afternoon, good afternoon. Yes, Pip, you can go in Freddie's paddling pool as long as it's a pool. Get a wee bath bomb in it, though. So we've done what the vet was saying, and we're a fortune in these bloody tablets and all the rest of it. And we had to put him in a kennel because we were going to Florida. And when we came back, the guy said, listen, he said, see these tablets the vet has gave you? See, if you keep giving them to your dog's not going to be here in a year's time. These are lethal, these things. And we looked it up, and they were really, really bad for your dog. So we took him off it. And then with wee Molly, we did a nightmare with the vets with wee Molly too, because they knew that the dog was like, there was no hope for the dog, and they milked us for every pound that we had. It was terrible. And then eventually she passed away, and it was just a horrible situation. So I don't trust them. I really don't, and I'm sorry to some of the good vets, but it's just I've had vets that aren't caring about your dog, that look at you like a price tag when you walk in. Stuart, look, I'm a knitting crazy person now. I'm knitting like hell. My wee fingers are on fire. I'm making Sophie's Christmas present. She's getting I'm making my girls a blanket. Obviously, I'll get them jammies and stuff like that as well. But a homemade blanket, I think, is going to be nice for Christmas, and they can just cuddle into it, and I'll have my wee things at the bottom for them. So I'm enjoying doing it. Listen, I'm really enjoying doing it. Listen, do you want to hear my crazy dream I had last night? I had the most craziest dream last night, and I've no idea where it came from. I've no idea. Right, and I hope nobody's offended with it. I can't help but a dream, and I'm just telling you the exact thing that I dreamt, right? If anybody can tell me what this is about. I dreamt that I was in a village someplace, and it was run with Nazis, right? I don't know where I got this from, right? And we were all in this village, the Waynes were in this village and all the rest of it. And there was a big fat woman, it wasn't me, right? But there was this big fat woman, and she was the boss. And Morton Harkett for Aha was there, right? The pop group. And I was getting a carpet off him. So he says, where do you want me to put this carpet? I says, would you place it in the bedroom? Because I thought, oh, then I can tell people Morton Harkett's been in my bedroom, right? But no funny business went on, right? No funny business went on. Anyway, this big fat woman, she was right bad and all the rest of it. So we ended up doing unaliving her, right? We're not alive, this big woman. And then one of the SS officers phoned me. Right? It gets worse. One of the SS officer phoned me, and I put on an outfit as if I was a wee girl with pigtails and all this, right? And I said, oh, there was an intruder in the village, and we've unalived this intruder. So the SS officer was really happy with that, right? But we hadn't. It was this big fat woman that we'd thingied. So the next thing, Hitler was coming in to the house, and when he came into the house, he was Darth Vader out of Star Wars. So he was, and he gave me a CD for my good work. What the actual F? I swear on my kids' lives. That is what I was dreaming last night. I must have, Carolyn, good afternoon. Aye, there he came in, but he was Darth Vader. What the? Like that, and he gave me a CD. Now, what are you going to do with a CD these days? There's no CD players. You know, but that was the least of my worries, was the CD, the whole thing. Do you know, I wasn't even watching anything, I don't think. I can't even remember if I've watched any kind of war movies or anything like that, but there you are. And this big fat woman, no, I'm fat myself, so I'm allowed to say that, right? and I don't know what she'd done, but she got unalived anyway. And I'm on the blower to one of the SS officers pretending to be a wee girl. What the? I've no idea what that was about. That's up there as one of my weirdest. And for him to come in like and he was Darth Vader. My mind, that just shows you how bloody crazy my brain is. My brain is absolute whack. So there you are. Somebody analyse that for me. See if it means I'm going to win the lottery, you beauty. But I don't think so. I think that's quite a bad dream. I think that means some kind of doom and gloom into it. I don't know what this village. It was like a village. It was like a village that was away from everybody. It was like a village away in the wilderness or something like that we were in. Do you know who she kind of looked like? The fat woman. She looked like. Have you ever watched the Handmaiden? I think it's called Handmaiden, and there's this woman in it, and she's like the boss, and she's pretty big and stuff. It was her. I'm pretty sure it was her. But she had a different face, but I feel as if that was who it was. Stuart, that's my first Nazi dream ever. I've never dreamt that, but there you are. Hey, and dressed up as a wee girl to talk to the SS officers. I don't know, with pigtail, and I had pigtails, and I remember that in the dream, and then Darth Vader coming in. It was I must have been watching something. I must have seen some kind of war movie. Although I'm racking my brain now, I can't remember. But I must have been watching like Anne Frank or something like that. It must have been something. My brain is crazy. Look, my dreams have always been like, absolutely crazy. The craziest one ever was the one about the monkeys, right? And I dreamt I was walking along the street and there was lumps all over the road and all over the path. There was these lumps everywhere, right? And see if you tripped over one of the lumps, a monkey would shoot out of the ground, fire up into the sky, and then open in a parachute and come down. See, this is, see, I better not tell any doctors these kind of things because they'll be like, okay, right, we've got one here. Get her in, by the way, get her in. My dreams have always been absolutely crazy and very, very realistic. And I dream in colour and I can smell in my dreams. I can smell. I can smell stuff and things like that in my dreams. I don't like monkeys. I've never liked monkeys, Rain. Never. I wouldn't kill a monkey or anything like that, do you know what I mean? But I don't like them and they smell, you know, they smell bad and stuff and they throw stuff at you, don't they? I was, it's even like years ago, Stuart, I know that was me without anything. That was last night, so I wasn't even blazing or nothing like that. It was just, it's just my brain. My brain is absolutely mad. My brain comes up with all these. Do you know what? My mum always said, even when I was a wee girl, she said you should write these things down in a book because that's how Stephen King. See Stephen King, the guy that does all the horror movies and stuff. That's how he started. He started to write down his nightmares and things like that. So. Here, I might be quids in. I need to write that down. We could maybe make a feature movie about that. Darth Vader, I am your father. You know, we could make something of that film. That could be the next Hollywood blockbuster right there. It's got everything in it, hasn't it? It's got everything in it. Morton Harcourt out of Aha. He was in it, and I'm trying to get him. It just shows you. I'm always in the bloody gutter. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm thinking I'm getting him in my bedroom. Even if he's just delivering a carpet, I'm going to say, oh, I've had him in my bedroom. Even in a dark dream, I'm still trying to get the leg out for. What is it? See? Can he change me? But some of my dreams are really terrifying. You know, I can dream really terrifying stuff as well. That's horrible. And a lot of people say it'd be great to have a good imagination, but with a good imagination comes terrible things that you just imagine. Like, if my kids are 10 minutes late, I'm like, they're in a ditch. There's a bigger boy kicking into my son and stealing his wallet and his shoes and stuff like that, and he's screaming for his mother, and I'm no there, and the girls are getting kidnapped with people in vans. I just, that's how all report cards I had for school was Linda daydreams a lot. And then you do an ASMR channel. That's how it goes. And you do that. That's you. That's my calling. There you are, though. I don't know what I'm going to. Do you know, even trying to look that up, I don't know. I don't even know. People that analyse dreams will not even know what that bloody means. And I'd be quite frightened to put all that in a search engine, do you know what I mean? Because, what's she looking up? Unaliving folk and stuff. It's crazy. This is well and truly dead, this bloody thing. This was a waste of money, if he's asking, if he's wondering about a pool light. It's definitely gone. Things are all breaking round about me. Maybe that's what the dream's about. Maybe it's just things are all gone. Can't believe I broke your house. How don't you feel the way? Oh, it feels quite secure, actually. Here, I fixed it. I might not need to buy another one. Hannah, I used to dream about losing teeth all the time. I used to dream, and I'm still broke. I'm still broke. Here, imagine that person. By the way, I don't even know. I'll be on my flower video. Slagging my house off. Slagging it. I got my house slagged. They were like, all that cheap stuff in your house. I'm a cheat. Look, have I ever said that I've got money? No. And my flower arrangements are cheap and nasty and stuff. I just told them to go and poor hedgehog. That's what I said politely. Stuart, they said my house was cheap. Aye. And look, I'm a cheap girl. I mean, B&M's is my favourite shop. But listen, slagging it. Don't be slagging my house. Let me see your house and then I'll look for something. See, even if they were in a mansion, I'd go, I don't like your carpets or something. I'd slag them. I'll slag your house back, right? Don't be slagging it. And my wee flower arrangement. I like my flower arrangements. I think they're, look over in the fireplace. There's one there. I think that's quite cute. Anyway, it gets slagged. People just like to do that to me. Do you know what? I'm enthusiastic and happy about doing something. Somebody's just got to go and shit on it. It's my tingle pink. I love your wee house. Your wee house is cosy as anything, and your wee garden's awesome. No, Rain, I understand. No. Thank you, Rain. Thank you very much. Look, I like my house as well. That's what matters. They're not staying in it. Good luck to them and all the rich stuff. Or the rich decor. See, I hate that these are lopsided, but there's no much good. Do you know, I'll need to put something under that leg. But the leg seems quite secure. That I've hot glued. Thank God for hot glue. I love all my stuff as well. My plastic things. Don't slag. Listen, it might be the same person that slagged my champagne. Remember, I was all happy because I managed to save up enough money to get 3 bottles of Asda cheap champagne. And they were calling it cheap bubbly. And I said it was a champagne wall because it's a bracket on my wall and I had 3 bottles of the champagne. And they were calling it dear. They started it with dear. That isn't a champagne wall. We've got a cellar, a wine cellar, and a champagne fridge. I said to them, good luck with all your booze then. Good luck with all your booze. I'm happy with my 3 bottles, but you know what I mean? You can fire in there with your booze. So, people just like to do that. But it was a bit, don't look, I mean, you can call me fat and ugly and stuff like that, but don't be slagging my wee house. I love my house. My house is cosy, I think. And they don't need to stay in it anyway. Right, this is driving me nuts. I'm going to have to throw this in the bin because it's doing my nut in, so it is. And it's not much a pool light anyway. Stuart, they must be millionaires, these people. They must be millionaires slagging off all my wee stuff. I was dead happy doing my wee flower arrangement. It's an ASMR video. It's meant to relax folk. I love B&M's. B&M's is my favourite shop in the whole world. Helen, good afternoon, by the way. I don't think I said good afternoon to you. I love B&M's. B&M's, I go in for light bulbs. I come out with a trolley full of stuff. I love B&M's. In fact, I got this wee cushion in B&M's. I done a B&M's haul not that long ago. That's where I get the wee idea to do these wee fringes on the bottom of my things I'm knitting. Isn't that cute? Don't be saying it's cheap. It's squishy and lovely. Oh well. If it wasn't in my house they were slagging, it'd be something else. I mean, what can you do? Listen, there was a wee sea otter, a wee baby sea otter called Joy, and it was a few years ago, and there was a live stream. Joy was a newborn sea otter. A newborn sea otter, and something happened to its mum. Its mum got killed or something like that, and it was abandoned. So there was a place in Canada that rescue wee animals like that. And they made a wee makeshift bed for the sea otter, right? And they were giving the sea otter a drink of milk, like a wee drink of milk, and it was the cutest wee thing in the earth. Absolutely fluff ball, cuddly, and they were looking after it, and they were putting it in water, and it was the most amazing thing. And people were on slagging it, slagging the sea otter. The wee baby sea otter, and saying terrible things about eating and stuff like that. You know, just trolls coming on. And I thought, see if people are slagging that wee beautiful sea otter, what chances have they got? Oh, Stuart, I love B&M's. B&M's is my most favourite shop, especially at Christmas time. That's where I see at Christmas time. The Christmas presents are awesome. They might be cheap, but every Christmas present I buy, I think about the person and something that they will use and need, you know, something that they would like. See, my dad, he doesn't bother with aftershave or anything like that, but he does like a cosy hat and scarf and gloves and socks and that kind of thing. So that's what I buy him. I buy him some nice cosy stuff like that. My mum's always cold, so I like to get her like big water bottles and stuff to keep her nice and cosy and warm. I think about everybody when I do my gifts. That's the whole reason about Christmas. It's not about how much you spend, it's about the thought that is behind the gift. That's a lot of people have forgot the meaning of Christmas, and I try and bring the meaning of Christmas into my house every year. And it's not about it's about, for me, it's about spending Christmas Day or Boxing Day, having a nice meal with my family and having a laugh and seeing the wee fella opening his toys and just lovely things. And I like to have carols in the background. See, before Christmas, I like my Christmas music, like Wham and stuff like that, and Mariah Carey, and the Nutcracker Ballet. But see, on Christmas Day, I like Christmas carols on, like Silent Night and Little Town of Bethlehem and all that. It just makes me feel all nice and happy. So it does. So oh, see, I know the wee sea otter. His name was Joey. He'll be a big boy now. I can't even remember the aquarium, but it's in Canada somewhere. And I kind of get her. People would come in and slag the wee thing, and it was like a wee fluff ball. I was like, what chances humanity got? Pip is terrible. Even like home bargains. Amanda will say, should we go to home bargains? And I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea. We went to Morrison's on Saturday. We went to Morrison's. We were going down to show my tattoo person my thing, but she wasn't in. So there was no Sainsbury's. No, we've not got a Sainsbury's here. So we went to the Sainsbury's for a look. Aye, with a shopping trolley full of stuff. I was like, I can't come in a shop with you for a look anymore because this is what happens. It was food. I mean, it was food and stuff like that. It was stuff I needed. Well, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to go and get my wee fella and take his urine sample down to the doctor's. But I will be back tomorrow. And it looks as if the house is all right. Looks as if your house is... It will last a wee while longer. Clumsy me standing up. I just heard crunch and I was like... Oh. At first I thought it's my phone, but it wasn't. It was your house. So I love you all so much. Thank you for spending time with me. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.